Today on Fix It Upright, we will be installing new stairs on this deck. We will be using the existing design for the new stairs. First, we need to start by demoing the old stairs and removing the screws and nails from the wood. Some of the nails were bent and did not want to come out, so I used a sawzall to cut them. Once I removed the old planks, I gently wanted to remove the old stringers to use them as a template for the new one. You can see they are pretty rough and busted up, but they will work. I finished off cutting the screws and nails behind the stringers to remove them. I then used a hand broom to clean off the surface the stringers would be sitting on so that they would be level. I grabbed my first stringer and traced it out, and I used the one that was most intact. It was pretty easy. I then used my skill saw to cut out the first stringer. It took a little time, but after the first one, it was easier. Once my first stringer was done, I used it to trace out my other two stringers that I needed for the stairs. All three stringers were complete, however my skill saw left behind pieces of wood that the blade didn't cut because it was circular. So I went ahead and used a multi-tool to get that flat, clean finish. Once that was complete, I lined them up in their placements to see how it would look. I then cut out my ledger board. I made sure that the wall was flat as possible and there were no nails inside of it. I lined up my board to the back, making sure it was on as much wood as possible since there was concrete underneath it. I am using 16 penny nails in my nail gun. I am shooting the middle first so that I can adjust the board if needed. Once that was nailed, I grabbed my stringer and checked if it was level. I shot 2 nails on the left and on the right side, and 1 on the top. I then used a board and a level to check if it was level. I then shot and secured my left and my right stringer. If your stringer isn't level, you can use the bottom boards to straighten and tighten them up at the end. I then shot the stringers to the bottom boards to secure them. I then measured and cut my first plank and installed it. When installing, use a pilot hole first to prevent splitting the wood. I screwed 3 screws in each stringer. Make sure to use outdoor wood screws that won't rust. For this top stair, I used 2 separate planks because the stringer was off by 3 inches on the original design. Here's what the stairs look like when they were done. Not bad for using an existing template. Let's prep and brush off our surface before painting it so the painters don't get mad at me. I used a outdoor deck paint match for the stairs. I used a semi-soft roller and a paintbrush to cut in afterwards. Here's what it looked like before cutting in, and here's after it was complete. Like, comment, subscribe if you like this content. Thanks for watching.